Well, howdy, road warriors, and welcome to Six Figure Trucking, Week 24. I'm your host, Midlife Trucker, Tom Bell, the guy who traded a corner office for a sleeper bunk and never looked back. Grab your coffee, settle into that driver's seat, and let's hit the highway for another round of wit, wisdom, and weekly paychecks served with a heaping scoop of sarcasm. This is the Highway Hustle, and I'm your guide to the good life on the open road. Today, we're diving into the hot topic of trucking pay, because nothing gets folks riled up like talking cash. Drivers, nurses, teachers, even that guy flipping burgers at the fast food joint, they're all out here crying. We're underpaid. And sure, who doesn't want a fatter wallet? But let's slam on the brakes and check the rear view. Trucking's got a really low bar to entry, 3 to 4 weeks of school, a test easier than dodging four-wheelers, and a couple months of team driver that some call training. Next thing you know, you're solo, hauling freight, and here's the juicy part, chasing six figures by year 2. No, I can't sling a spiral like Tom Brady or build a rocket like Elon, but I can deliver America's goods, and Cheeseman's got my back with a paycheck that says, keep rolling, Tom. Trucking's not just a gig, it's a gold mine for those with the guts to grab it. So do you dreamers out there, eyeing a CDL and a shot at Cheeseman's finest. You don't need a fancy degree to make bank, just a license and a love for the long haul. The industry's wide open, the pay's sweeter than you think, and the view from my cab, worth every mile. Stick around, because I'm breaking down this week's numbers to show you how to turn asphalt into assets. Let's roll. First, we'll talk about my logs for the week. I was paid for 2,952 dispatch miles. I had 3,180 logged miles. The day in orange, I was on paid 34-hour reset. Let's look at my unedited pay statement for period 23 of 2025. This includes all trips from June 1st to June 7th. Detention paid $70. Empty miles paid $269. Hazmat miles paid $100. A 34-hour reset paid $100, loaded miles paid $1,704, and stops $198. Total earnings for this week was $2,440. 24 weeks into the year, my gross income is $54,097, and my total miles is 68,713. That averages out to $2,254 per week and 2,863 miles. Estimated out over 52 weeks, my estimated annual is $117,209. Year-to-date numbers as of week 24 of 2025. I've been paid for 68,713 miles, covering 32 states, making 166 stops. 94% of those miles have been loaded, averaging 78.7 cents per miles. Here's the home time that I've taken this payroll year through the end of the 22nd week. I have been on home time 15 times so far, totaling 38.8 days. I also have 5 overnight breaks at the house and 9 paid 34-hour resets on the road. I am not paid hourly, but let's calculate like an hourly job. For the week, my gross pay was $2,440 for 65 hours of work. If we break it down into a typical hourly job, it could be 40 regular hours and 25 hours of overtime, resulting in an effective pay rate of $31.39 per hour. For the year, my gross pay so far is $54,000. $97 for 1,400 hours of work. If we break it down into a typical hourly job, it could be 932 regular hours and 468 hours of overtime, resulting in an effective pay rate of $33.10 per hour. Taking a look at the if only truck drivers were paid for every hour in the truck calculation page, 24 weeks have gone by so far. That totals 4,032 hours. I have been at home 931 of those hours. That works out to 3,101 hours from the pre-trip leaving home to the post-trip returning home. My compensation through week 24 is $54,097. That works out to $17.44 per hour away from home. As always, make sure you're enjoying every day at work.